that side.
No, you're here. You're here, there, I think.
Have you learned nothing, Rod? Kicking the football, not a good idea.
It wasn't meant to do that, but I thought I'd get the show off with a bit of a bang.
No, it's very good.
Yes?
It's younger and younger. You too?
No, that... Well...
You too?
No.
But no, you seriously do.
It's the tablets.
Yeah, well, they're good.
We want the tablets.
No, but you're still playing football. You recently scored a goal, didn't you? Very exciting.
First time in 6 years. Grown men...
Colour me surprised.
Grown men were seen to cry. Penny came storming on the pitch to congratulate me. Hats were thrown in the air.
Oh,
Where was this?
In Los Angeles.
Oh, OK. Yeah. Where they can't play football? No, come on. No, come on now. Come on.
Totally agree with you.
That's right, OK.
I'm just looking at a wife in case you pick on me.
No, she's
over there.
Look.
Oh,
what does he see in her? What does he see in her? Oh, my God, what a beauty. Yeah, that's really annoying.
Yeah, lights down. Lights down.
She'll have to be destroyed.
And because we read with interest that you are trying for another baby.
Oh, right now? Sorry. I'll get out of the way. I don't want to...
Well, we had a bash on Sunday, didn't we, Payne, after Sunday?
Oh, you old charmer. Let me have a bash.
No, we had a bash on Sunday.
Oh, I see.
Get to my age, you have to plan it, dear.
Was it your birthday?
No, it was after a football match here.
Oh, OK.
And we had a lovely go down the pub, had a pint, and we came back and we said, let's try and make a baby. It's romantic, though, isn't it?
That's nice, isn't it?
I'm soon to be an old age pensioner. I don't know how I'll get away with it.
Now, listen, you're going to be singing for us later. And yes. I know there's a lot of Rod Stewart fans. Well, everyone's Rod Stewart fan, but a lot of dyed-in-the-tartan wool fans. Yes. So what are you going to be singing for us later?
It's a song called The Same Old Song from the new album, which is Soul Book. It's all the old soul songs from the 60s. You just happen to have it there, I hope?
I thought I did. Oh, I do. Yes, I do. This is that.
That's the one.
Because it's a really... you kind of stumbled on a really successful formula where you take kind of... It was Great American Songbooks, now you're doing soul, and you're planning one of country and western, you're planning...
Yes, a blues album, you know, maybe. I enjoy it. I really do enjoy covering songs. It's what made me famous in the first place, you know, covering Bob Dylan, and so I thoroughly enjoy it.
And now, are you going to tour this album?
Yeah, next year. Next year. May, probably. May next year. I don't think these people will be coming down here. They're only about 19.
Don't shake your head and say no. So now, and when you tour now, presumably it's a very different sort of tour than... Because reading about you, you were notorious when you're in the old days, when you were touring.
Oh, well, smashing up hotels.
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing I'm really proud of. It happened, you know. It was... The Who started it, I think, and the Faces followed on.
And on a Rod Stewart tour now, is there still a lifetime ban in Tucson, Arizona? Apparently no hotel will have you.
I don't go to Tucson, Arizona anymore.
in Tucson, what did you do? You derailed a train or something?
Yeah, about 4... No, not a real train. It was a kid's train that went round the Holiday Inn. We all started pushing it, you know, and then put a brick under the wheels and it all went over. And then the police came, we all got arrested. I'm not proud of it, though.
Wait a minute. You say you're not proud.
No.
Didn't you go back to Tucson?
Yeah,
to
we
that
did.
Same hotel?
And they wouldn't let us in.
So, but then you did check in, didn't you?
Yeah, we checked in as Fleetwood Mac.
And when you're on tour, because you just finished your We're Never Touring Again, Farewell the World.
Yes.
Is it all very hot chocolate, or do you go a bit wild as well?
No, it is mostly hot chocolate and just chocolate. But we did decide, on the very last day of this tour, Jennifer and I went out to buy some presents for our crew, some of whom had done, you know, hundreds of shows with us. And we were busy, you know, spending the money on them. And I sat down for lunch with her, and we did have, a couple of jars. And we said, this is the last night we're ever going to do this, and I haven't bought you anything. That's ridiculous. We've been working together for 30 years. I haven't bought anything for you. What would I buy you? You don't need another necklace. You don't need a thing. Anyway, we were thinking about it. We said, what a shame we can't mark it in some way. And as we were walking back to our hotel, we passed a tattoo parlour. And we did the thing that I've told my daughter never to do, which is be impetuous about a tattoo. And we went in, and we said, right, oh my God, we're in. Once you're in, once you're over the threshold, that's it, you're in. And some very nervous-looking young rock and rollers were looking at us like, oh my God, old women have come in. This is going to be flappy skin, difficult to mark. And so I have these two little stars here, and she has them on her ankle, so that's me and that's her. Frankly, I could have done better with a compass and some quink. There it is. Can you see it there?
It's very Lord of the Rings, going to New Zealand and having little tattoos and
yeah, well, you know, it's 30 years together. She's my soul sister.
Oh. Are you inked? Have you got ink to choose?
Yeah, I've got a couple, yeah.
Have you?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, they're right up here.
All right,
So
yeah.
One's a Scottish lion and one's the heather. I know what you're talking about with the girls.
Yeah.
Because I've got 3 girls and all bordering on the idea of having tattoos. The oldest one, Kimberly, she's got Daddy's Girl written near her bottom. It's cute, isn't it? Daddy's Girl.
It's cute now, when she's 75 and in, you know, open gown in a hospital. It's just like...
Yeah, what are we going to do with them when we get older? What are we going to do with them?
I can't get any older.
She's peaked.
Oh, lovely.
And now I hear whisper that there are Rod fans with impressive ink. So, of the Rod fans, who's got tattoos? Now, so what have you got?
I've got Rod Stewart's name on my back.
Good girl.
Is it easy to access, or is it hard?
Yes, do you want to?
Yeah, might as well. You've got...
Look at that.
Oh, right, there it is. It's actually quite nice, you know. You are.
Sweetheart, are you married?
Pardon, next
married?
year, June the 23rd.
What does your husband think about, you know, in case you do the old 69? What does he think about looking down on... If my wife had Brad Pitt written here, it would definitely put me off.
We've went round
Good man.
Yeah. Just lay a sock over it. Is that Long John Baldry at the back?
The tall blonde one. It's what you call a gay gentleman.
I wouldn't throw stones.
You are the one with the beehive.
Now, listen, Rod Stewart, because I say success, 250 million albums.
Huh? What do you think of that?
Yeah.
He couldn't give a damn, could he, eh?
You know, you were still selling them by the shelf load.
Yeah.
You know, at a time when people aren't really selling albums.
Yeah. The record business is nowhere near what it used to be. But I'm still very proud of that 250 million.
God, you should be. It's incredible.
Really.
But then, really, back in the day, I mean, you were a proper, I mean, sort of hobo. I mean, you were just a busking... He looks dapper now. Because it was the harmonica was the thing you used to play.
Yeah, but I started off playing the guitar and harmonica, yeah. And did a bit of busking all around Spain. And got discovered on a railway station by a guy called Long John Baldry. Have you heard of Long John Baldry? So he discovered me... I'll tell it like John tells it, or he used to, he's passed on now. He said, I was on platform 2 and I heard this wailing harmonica and I looked down the station, this was at night time. I looked down the station, I saw this big pile of rags with a nose sticking out. On the further investigation, I walked down the platform and saw this young man playing a harmonica. He was as gay as Christmas, he was lovely. This young man playing harmonica and he asked, he said, would you like to join my band? And if it wasn't for him, maybe I wouldn't be sitting here today.
And we have a picture of you. I think, is that Long John Baldry at the back?
The tall blonde one. It's what you call a gay gentleman. Like yourself.
Listen, I wouldn't throw stones.
That's some haircut, isn't it?
Who the hell did your hair?
You are the one with the beehive.
Oh, lovely.
But no, listen, over the years, you have had some fantastic fashion. This is... Now, is this the 70s or the... That must be the 70s. Now,
Actually, it's quite painful.
It's very Strictly Come Dancing now, don't you think?
You wouldn't look like you're chafing. That's chafing.
it doesn't look like you're wearing it backwards. And now, there's one picture of you where you just think, no, seriously, what were you thinking? What were you...
Hold on a minute. What's wrong with that? I think it looks good. That's a very nice portion, I'll have it known.
You look lovely. It's just an odd picture. Were you locked in that car boot? What was... What's going on? Do you remember
I'll tell you
what's going
exactly what happened. I had a house in Spain, and it was during the 1984 World Cup, and the Scottish team came by to say hello, and they caught me sunbathing.
Now it all makes sense. Yes. Now, so you left school very early, and then you got into the busking and Meanwhile, over here, Dawn French.
Yes.
You went to lots of schools growing up, didn't you?
I did, yeah, I did, because my dad was in the RAF, so we moved around a lot.
But you found a very clever way of sort of making new friends in each...
Yes.
Which is a slightly mental way.
I don't know if it was clever.
I wouldn't advise it.
No. No, well, I think when you move around a lot and you go to a new school, you're a bit nervous. You want to garner any amount of sympathy and love and approval. And I just used to pretend to have diseases. Incurable diseases that I made up. And I was well-loved, very well-loved all round. I had things like trench head, marrow fester, things like that, hot brain, and things that people said under their breath. That's the girl with hot brain. Everyone be nice to her. And by the time they found out it was a lie, you were already gone to the next camp, so...
Oh, right, so they do a...
Toxic spasm, that was the name.
Toxic Spasm. It's a great name for a band, isn't it? Toxic Spasm.
It's good.
Great name for a band.
And you had the little girl's dream come true.
Yeah.
Daddy got you a pony.
He did. I wanted a pony so much. What I actually wanted was a functioning pony with obviously 4 legs. Call me spoiled. But my dad, we couldn't afford that. But somebody owed my dad some money, and he went to a garage to collect the money, and the guy said, I haven't actually got the money, but there is this horse. A horse on a garage forecourt. There's the first clue. He brought it home, and it had a disease, a real disease, not a fake one, called sweet itch, which meant that when the spring came, which was only a few weeks later, its entire mane and tail fell out, and it was just covered in sores. Covered in sores. And that's what I took to the gymkhana. That's what I rode on. And it had a saddle that didn't fit it at all. And my dad, bless him, tried to make it fit, and it didn't fit. So in the middle of the gymkhana, with the posh girls in the correct clothes, on the beautiful horses with 4 legs and a mane and a tail, as I was cantering along, little sack of potatoes on the back of a really bad horse, it just gradually, the saddle... And for a very short while, I was riding it upside down.
Oh. Funny.
Yeah.
You're quite proud of yourself in the sexual department.
Well, I am good at it. I've never had a complaint. And, you know, most...
The thing I want to know, Rod Stewart, and it must be an odd thing for you to talk about, but at what age were you when you discovered that you are sort of irresistible to the opposite sex?
I see myself in the morning. It's not too pretty, I'll tell you.
But there's something about you. You do. He does. Even you're nodding now. Even he is.
Ah, bless you, darling. Come here. Give old Rod a kiss. We've won him over.
Do you agree?
I think he's utterly irresistible. He's complete dreamboat. And he's got a sense of humour. That's the difference. That's what makes him sexy.
Yes.
I would. Would you?
I think it's... I've given up twosomes done.
Not like this. You've never had this.
Well, that's true. That's true.
You've never had this.
And I love the level of libido a man must have. Because you used to dress up as an airline pilot, is that right?
To pull
women.
Me and my best mate, we used to have the epaulettes and the briefcases and the hats and try and pull birds and things with the legs.
But is it true you went to Heathrow dressed as pilots?
Yeah, we walk around.
Ingenious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I
love how horny you'd have to be. Dress up as a pilot and go to Heathrow.
My mate had a really posh accent, you know, and he'd say, let me do the talking, you shut up. It used to work. It used to work, yeah.
But they must have...
Someone, there's a hotel around the corner. We've got to leave. We've got a flight to New York in a couple of hours.
And this may be the last flight I ever make.
And that's it. Now, Dawn, in your book...
Yes.
Dear Fatty out in paperback,
Yes.
and again, selling.
Yes.
Like, it's sort of... This is over 500,000,
It
isn't it?
has, yeah. It's done really well.
Yeah,
it's
very
done
well.
really well.
And you're quite, not explicit,
Yes.
but you're quite, you're quite proud of yourself in the sexual department.
Am I?
When you talk about how, you know, you're rather clever at it, you're good at it.
Well, I am good at it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I've never had a complaint. And, you know, most come back for a second go.
A second batch.
Yeah. So it's as in, have a go at it, go to hospital, come back, another go to hospital. It's like that.
And the thing, you kind of joke about it, but your
Yeah.
quest to find the best kisser in the world
Yeah.
is quite serious.
Yes, although I have done it.
Oh, who is?
Well, Lenny Henry, to be
Oh,
honest.
really?
Yeah, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah.
That doesn't seem to have stopped you continuing
No,
to
but
look.
you know, I'm always going to find out if there is anyone to match, of course.
Yeah.
I'm always checking. But I'm very private about it these days, Graham.
There's 3 pages of names in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of them are quite random.
Yeah.
I like this one. Number 24 on her list is a rugby player, gay, lived with mother, cried.
That's true. That's true.
A French sailor on the Hoe.
I
Yeah.
say.
On the Hoe in Plymouth. That's where I'm from. I'm from the West Country and used to go up to the Hoe and meet sailors up there. And they always had a little red bobble on their hat, and if you got a kiss, they would
were
give you the
Germans,
bobble.
weren't
No, they were definitely French. Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, like you're an airline pilot. A chef at the Salcombe Hotel.
Yeah.
Utterly revolting, bad teeth.
Yeah, terrible. Terrible. But, you know, we drank a lot then.
But then we move into the celebrity section.
Yes.
Johnny Depp.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you rate him?
He was very nice, soft, gentle, but looked upon me. I saw myself reflected in his eyes as a sort of friendly, matronly type. So I think he was slightly pitying me with it, and I didn't want that.
No.
I didn't want that.
Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's a good,
Yeah.
it is a really good list.
It is a good list.
I mean, it's better than the chef at the Salcombe Hotel.
Well-
You've worked up.
But I did elicit that by foul means. Because I was in a posh restaurant, and Terry Gilliam walked in, and he went to sit at a table with Brad Pitt, and I know Terry a little bit, and he'd been making that film, is it called 9.5 Monkeys, 9
Something like
Monkeys,
that, yeah.
8
Many
monkeys.
monkeys.
Some monkeys. With Brad Pitt, and I saw him sitting with Brad Pitt, who's beautiful, and I sent a little note to Terry Gilliam and said, make Brad Pitt kiss me soon, or I will kill your children. Received the note, and he did laugh about it, and I thought, oh, well, that's that. And I was with Jennifer and another friend of ours at another table, actually forgot all about it, and we were eating, and then suddenly, Brad Pitt is there. He goes, Dawn, oh, my God, I've been longing to see you. Shall I call you? Can we go out and do that? And he comes in, plants it right on there. Jennifer's, draw it. Everybody in the restaurant looking at me going, yeah, Brad, yeah, great, fine, you know, yeah, call me, like that. And he's winking at me like that, and leaves. It was fantastic.
I think that's good.
Fantastic.
George Clooney.
Oh, get
George
out.
Clooney, yeah. Yeah, he did.
George, you're beginning to look like a bit of a slag.
I can only aspire to that type.
I mean, an A-list slag.
You're just jealous,
No, so
Graham.
jealous.
Come on.
No, it's really clever of you to go,
Yeah.
oh, I'm doing this silly thing where I just kiss people.
How many are there on that list?
47.
Right, OK. Shall I tell you something? 48. No, but I'll tell you this. Not in front of the cameras, but later, with Penny's permission. And she's giving me the thumbs up. Thumbs up, like that. For some weird reason, Penny doesn't feel threatened by me. What's going on?
Oh, dear.
There's a thing called a sigmoidoscope.
Is there?
It's a way of looking up into your up the back passage and seeing whether there's any problems inside. You know.
Who knew the chat would go in this direction?
Premieres Tuesday at 8.
Yes, he's been from pole to pole, and now he's coming from just back there to my sofa. Please welcome the wonderful Mr. Michael Palin!
Good to see you.
Go on, Michael. Oh,
Wonderful. Oh. Yes.
No, go on, yeah.
you did have water there, but somebody kicked a football over the set.
Where did you do that?
Now, listen, we must talk about your diaries,
yes. Oh, please,
which
please.
are out. Michael Palin,
Cupboard full of goodies.
halfway.
Yes.
I know, it's like Santa's grotto
Yes,
in
yes.
there. Oh, my, I'll just wrap these afterwards. I won't be seeing these again.
Yes, yes.
And, you know, I had him on the show, and I thought it was so good, I bought it for you. So, this is the second volume.
Yes.
Of the
Yes,
diaries.
that's right.
This is 80 to 88. Now, what I think is interesting is because obviously you're a prolific diary writer. Do you still write diaries?
I try to most mornings, not all the time. Just a record of the day. Yes, I do. I do. Yes, it's very sort of sad, but I do.
But what interests me is that when you started when you were in your mid-20s,
Yeah.
newly married,
Yeah.
you had a newborn son.
Yeah.
It just seemed you wouldn't have had time. You know, you just would be exhausted, but yet you found the time to start a diary.
Well, you know, my wife's very good at sort of doing all those sort of things. I'm upstairs doing the diary, don't you? I'm writing the diary, I'll write about it. But it was actually, I did begin it because when Tom was born, and he was only about sort of 6 months old, and I thought, I've got to remember kind of what he's said and what he's done and all that sort of thing. So that's why I kept it. And about a week after I actually started the diaries, John Cleese rang up and said, oh, you know, how about doing a totally new kind of television series? And you could bring Terry in and all that. So Python began just about a week after I started the diaries. But the whole first volume of diaries is about my son. Not about Python at all, because I didn't expect Python to develop into anything much. It was just another comedy show, but it was all about his first
Would you ever have thought
steps.
that anyone would read them?
No, no, absolutely not. I mean, diaries are very private things,
Yeah.
aren't they? Do you keep a diary?
Yeah,
Do you?
no, I don't keep that kind of
Well, everyone knows what you do all the time.
I'm an open book. Anyway.
You're an open book. You read about it.
But you did keep some diaries.
I did, actually. When I was younger, I did, yeah. And when I looked at them, when I was writing my book, I looked at my teenage diaries. I don't know who that person was. Until I was obviously pretending to be quite an interesting diarist. And I wrote when I had a bath and things like that, and I had a super bath.
Oh, right.
Who was that? That wasn't who I was at all.
It's so sweet. When I was a teenager, I used to keep a list of all the films I'd seen, and there's a bit after it said comments. On the left side, comments, and every comment was brilliant, 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 amazing, lots of exclamation marks, not a single failure. Every film was absolutely wonderful.
And how did you decide, you know, because obviously, you know, that's 8 years of diary, so that would be that big. So how did you decide what to keep in, what to take out?
Well, I found a lot of things in the diary that really made me laugh were quite embarrassing. There were some medical things like going to have my verruca cut off endlessly by a man who couldn't do it. Twice did. I mean, he would say, you know, I could have been a violinist if it hadn't been for the war. And then a cat walks across the surgery and all that. And I kept going to this guy, and then...
Please don't return to that man. I'll slice off your verrucas,
Why did I go
Michael.
there endlessly? Because it was great material, wonderful material for writing comedy.
Yeah.
And then, you know, things you have to put up your backside, you know, sort of examinations like that. There's a thing called a sigmoidoscope.
Is there?
Hands up.
Can
No,
I
I'm
get
not
one?
gonna say...
Where do you get them from?
You can't get them. They're medically... They're owned by the doctors.
Okay.
You don't go into a shop. You don't
can
go
do a
into
deal
sort of
with any doctor.
Anne Summers and say, can I have a Tartan sigmoidoscope?
What do you do with it?
Well, I didn't do anything with it. It's a way of looking up into your up the back passage and seeing whether there's any problems inside. You know, rectal examination.
Colonoscopy type of thing.
Who knew the chat would go in this direction?
I found it was rather embarrassing being curled up. You know, you just want to sort of break the atmosphere of the man saying, that's not good, very good, that's gone in very easily. And the little camera will now look around, and I said something like, you should do postcards. Nothing.
Wish you were
Nothing at
here.
all, not a reaction at all. Yes, wish you were Anyway.
Back to
I
your
didn't mean
book.
to get into
Back
that.
to your book.
Well, that's in the book. That's why I'm trying to sell this book.
Yeah, no, it's good. Funny good book. And it details kind of the end of Monty Python and goes right up to kind of the start of the travel.
Yeah.
And it was really a kind of entree into America. You kind of had a profile in America because of
Yeah,
Monty Python.
Yeah.
And I love the things about your mom that...
Oh, yes.
That she loved the whole kind of rock and roll lifestyle and...
Well, she didn't really understand the rock and roll lifestyle, but she did. For her 80th birthday, which was 1984, I'd been asked to go host Saturday Night Live in America. Big show, 45 million audience, live on Saturday nights. And so I thought I'd treat my mum to a trip to America for her 80th birthday. She'd never flown before. She was born the year Blériot flew the Channel, and I took her Concorde. Yeah?
Wow.
And at the end, I said, "What about that?" And she just said, "So, where do we go now?" She didn't know what had come in between. She thought everyone travelled across the Atlantic in 2 or 4 hours. The brilliant thing was, the people at Saturday Night Live heard she was in America and said, "Would your mum come on the show, be part of the opening monologue?" Fabulous. I thought, well, I'll ask her. I said, "Mum, do you want to be on a show? It goes out live Saturday night all over America. It starts at 11:30, goes to 2:30. She said, "Yes, all right." As if I'd asked her to go to Marks and Spencer's. Yeah, yes, all right. Let's go. And she was on the show, and she was so good. She just didn't seem to... Because she didn't know the world it was in, she didn't get nervous or worried about it. And so she did the opening monologue with me so well that they asked her to do lots of intros. Suddenly, can you get your mother down there? Quick, quick! We've got some punk bands on. Get your mother down there. So just say, you know, the Banshee, Screaming Banshee. Oh, hello, now the Screaming Banshee.
Watch GN show to see if I'm on. Diaries. And, you know, what to leave in, what to keep out. So we thought, what's interesting about a diary? So I wonder, how many people in the audience have diaries? A lady there, big earrings. A lady there. Who else up here? You do. Who does now? You do. Look at you in your shiny top. You must have a glamorous showbiz lifestyle. So do you have it with you, your appointment diary? Can I see it? There you go. Oh, I see a whiff of a tartan scarf. Look at the showbiz bag as well. Oh, I think I just saw some tampons. Sorry. Oh, now, look at that. Isn't it lovely? Diary 2009. It's got little shoes on it. Can we see that there? Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Oh, wow, it's really busy. Oh, my God, you do a lot. Now, you're not a member of the SS, are you? What is SS?
It's Sandfield Suite where I work. I work at a local hospital, and it's the name of the colposcopy suite where I work. It's gynecology.
Now you tell us. Now, what day? So this, we're recording this on a Thursday the 12th.
Nothing at all.
Completely blank.
Blank. She came in out the rain.
Nothing.
Nothing.
No.
It is raining outside.
Yeah.
All right. 16th, next Monday. I'll tell you what, I'll cheer your diary up. Let's put in an entry. Watch GN show to see if I'm on. See, I've cheered it up now.
That's a whole new concept.
Yeah.
Other people keeping your diary for you. That's quite interesting.
Tuesday morning, go to work, get mocked. Saturday the 21st is going to be exciting. Look, food.
Is that the only day of the week she has food, do you think?
Lovely.
It's a big event to write it down.
It is.
What day's drink?
She's having a do on Monday.
Oh, yeah. No, that's just food spelt wrong.
On Tuesday, on that next Tuesday there, will you write what I dictate to you?
Yes. Yes.
Receive large hamper of chocolate-based goodies from Graham Norton.
I'll just pop in Wednesday. Still waiting. Very good. Oh, thank you for letting us mock your...
That's okay.
Your diary. Are you a Rod fan?
Definitely, yeah.
How about sign it then?
You sign. Well, I'll tell you what. Tattoo. Why don't I give you tickets to a private gig with Rod, say, I don't know, Saturday the 28th. Let's just see what we're doing. Oh, no, it's your dad's party. You... Rod will sign it for you. There you go. There you go.
I think we should all sign it.
You've got a result there, Gil.
Yeah, do Michael Palin.
There, I'm going to do it.
Thank you very much. Well done, lady. There you go. Very good. Cheers.
I know that man.
Do you know Dawn?
I know Dawn French.
Oh, my gosh.
This story is about the gorgeous Dawn French.
Oh, no. Can't believe it.
Everybody but Rod. Yes, oh.
Is this the moment?
Rod is going to sing for us. Have a little rum and coke.
He's going to go home now, look.
Now, this will convert you. Rod, if you want to go over and get ready.
Yep.
Rod Stewart, everybody. You'll be back. Oh, we saw it. We'll see you again in a second, because shortly we'll be hearing some more of the stories in the collapsing red chair. But first, singing, it's the same old song it is. Mr. Rod Stewart.
A sentimental fool am I to hear an old love song and wanna cry. I keep hearing the part that used to touch my heart, saying together forever, breaking up never. It's the same old song, but with a different meaning since you've been gone. You're sweet as a honeybee, but like a honeybee stench, you gotta let my heart in pain. While you left with your favorite song, the one we danced to all night long. It used to bring sweet memories of a
Very good. Come and sit down again.
Fantastic.
Beautiful, Ron.
Oh, fantastic.
So, Ron, a song, that is very nearly it. But before we say goodnight, it is that time again. The collapsing chair awaits. So we're listening up. We're listening up. Imagine these people are pitching their memoirs. They're pitching their memoirs. This is a taster of their fascinating lives.
Yeah.
Would we buy the book?
Right.
Who's up first?
Hello, Graham.
Hello. I'm frightened by this man.
Don't be frightened. Hi, I'm Jason.
That man?
No.
Do you seriously know?
I know that man.
Are you serious?
Do you know Dawn?
I know Dawn French.
Oh, my gosh.
Are you on a list of 47 people he kissed? Did you work in the Salcombe Hotel?
That is the Duke of Cornwall. It is. I know him as the Duke of Cornwall. But anyway, yes.
What story are you going to tell?
OK, Graham. This story is about the gorgeous Dawn French.
Oh, no. Pull the lever.
I worked on a show with Dawn 3 years ago called Smaller with Dawn and Alison Moyer. I was one of the stage managers. During the first part of the show, Dawn had to take her bra off under her jumper. During rehearsals, we had bras made for Miss French. And when they arrived at the rehearsal room, myself and the other stage manager unpacked them and thought, maybe we should try them on just in case. And we did, but not in the usual way. We put our heads in each cup.
That's impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
That you've got that head twice.
Yeah. A head on each side. Head on each side.
Very good.
Yeah.
So we've we're going one more. We're hoping for a good one. Go. Come on, quick. We've got to go soon. Hello. Hi. What's your name?
Alison.
Alison?
Yeah.
OK, off you go, Alison.
I was in Cork this summer. I was at a Rod Stewart concert.
Okay.
We're both in this story. It's Cork. She's in Cork, where I'm from, Cork in Ireland, and you were giving a concert.
Oh, it was brilliant. Great
Oh,
night.
you remember Alison?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's right down the front.
Yeah. Were you right down the front?
I was right down the front.
That's what I said.
You see?
I was wearing a cowboy hat.
Do you remember?
Oh, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, I threw the cowboy hat on stage. Rod put it on, and he wore it for the rest of that concert. He then took it with him, and he wore it for every other concert that he did for the rest of that tour. I kept watching it on YouTube everywhere. It went all
That's
over
right.
the world.
Yeah, that's right, I did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Are you serious?
It was a good cowboy. I looked pretty good in it, so I kept it. Thanks, darling. Thank you very much.
And Alison, is the
Don't
point of the
do that
story
to
is
her.
you want it back?
Please, can I have it
I've
back?
actually tell her I've still got it. It's in the wardrobe, you know, tour case, and I'm not giving it back.
Rod Stewart! Dawn French! Michael Palin! Join me, same time next week for a nice Stretford of music, comedy and chat with actor Michael Sheen, comedian Ron Gilbert and the legendary Dame Shirley Bassey. All Welsh. I'll see you then. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye!